Hey y'all, welcome to the Proven Not Perfect podcast. This is Shontra Powell, your host. I have been enjoying the opportunity to fellowship with so many of my friends, new friends, acquaintances, and otherwise, whatever category we want to call it, right? But I'm just going to say my tribe. I hope that you've enjoyed this journey. If you listen to the Spring Tune-Up podcast number 1, you know that this is actually a journey. This was something that I felt compelled and ordered to start, and I'm staying on that course, and I'm super excited to be able to do so. I've been spending a lot of time doing some study of different podcasts, talking to people who are successful, not only as a solo podcaster, but also as an interview style podcaster. And I've also been spending some time retreating in to not only take in some of the great feedback that I've received, but also to tap into what feels natural and appropriate and compelling for me as I continue to show up and give my best, complete, total self to you. So, a whole lot there to say that this episode is about Proven Not Perfect, the why, okay? So, as you know, I launched the bi-weekly podcast on April 30th, 2021. I want to back up and go back and kind of answer a couple questions. I want to say who I am. I want to tell you a little bit about the content or the construct of me. I want to tell you a little bit about how I decide to move forward in my life and the style that I use, how I move. And also I want to tell you the why for Proven Not Perfect, again, as a podcast. So who I am, the why, and yeah, hopefully you walk away with a little bit more. So first I'll start with the who I am. I'm Shontra Powell. I started my journey and career in the early 90s with the backdrop of a recession and the looming season of change, innovation, and how we live, work, relate, and create value in this world. I jumped in, both feet. I like to say I went from bayou to business, quite frankly, because for me, the mecca, the birthplace, the action, the movement of business is always New York City. It, quite frankly, for me, sets the standard of where transactions happen fluidly, and they happen all the time, whether you are sitting at the table intending to have a transaction or whether you are walking by somebody and you realize an opportunity. So I went from Bayou, New Orleans, Louisiana, to New York City. Super, super, super blessed to have an auntie, quite frankly, who is now no longer with us on this earth, but she is with me in spirit every single day. She, quite frankly, was the fuel to push me to follow and pursue my dream. It can be a lot growing up in Louisiana with the Southern heritage and this very strong pull towards center, which is family. It can be a lot to get the support of friends and family to see your vision and to feel your desire and rationale for jumping out there and moving on and moving forward. And when I showed up at the airport to leave New Orleans on what was, I remember, a little bit of a gray, hazy day, incredibly humid, y'all. So if you've ever been to New Orleans, it's like that day that almost looks as grungy as the French Quarter does, where you know the sun is out, but it's a little bit gray, a little bit hazy, and a whole lot of hot and humid. That was what the day looked like. But as I showed up at the airport and I was at my gate and I was sitting there, true enough, wondering, one foot on the plane, one foot off the plane, if I really had what it took to follow through and moving forward and getting on that plane and pursuing what my heart was pulling me to do, and my mind was trying to figure out if my heart was crazy. My aunt showed up at that airport, y'all. My aunt and my little baby cousin at the time. And my baby cousin had created a bracelet for me that she used little beads and a little plastic string that she gave me. I still have that bracelet to this day. That's right, baby, because I still have that bracelet to this day. That bracelet, for me, represented the hope of those behind us, those behind me, when I am obedient and following where my heart is being pulled to go, right? So that bracelet, I would look at it in days when I was in New York City and alone and sometimes more broke than I wanted to be. I would look at that bracelet and it would remind me. And then my aunt, who, a woman of great stature, she had such strong demeanor. It showed up in her physical being. It showed up in her voice. It showed up in her movement. Her laughter was so big. I can still to this day see her smile, how distinct it was on that very structured, high cheekbone, beautiful face with the most defined eyes that would almost look at you and through you at the same time. She was there and she was smiling and she was basically saying, go and do you. She was the representative. I don't even think she knew at that time, but she was the representative for my family, for the family that had gotten me to that point, and for the family that I would launch into creating a legacy for. So much love and respect to you, Auntie. So with that backdrop, I am fearless. Some days this is because I genuinely am, while other days this is because I choose with prayer and intention to be. This has seen me live, work, travel, and move on my journey. I am learning. With every day, I treasure the ability to pause and be still in the moment, in the morning. I am energized by the silence and the noise of peace. Birds chirping, wind blowing, gentle creaks and noises in the house. I am also energized by movement, a lot of it. I like to keep my mind engaged and thought-provoked. Systems planning, home, service, strategy, business, kids, community, action, let's go. That's me. So why Proven Not Perfect? 1, to hold myself accountable to pushing past my fears and continually learning by sharing discovery of self with others via this mission of self-actualization. 2, to borrow from others' experiences, ideas, passions, and to lend to others at the exact same time. 3, to build a movement, that's what I said, a movement of energized, thoughtful, visionary leaders who have given up on a quest for perfection and replaced it with a journey of love for self and others, patience and joy, high integrity, strong values, and committed. So as you continue on this journey of Proven Not Perfect with me, first and foremost, remember, I am not perfect. I've been proven so. But I will tell you this, I will never stop taking every ounce of that inspiration in my heart to do and to give and to serve and to grow. I will never stop, because that passion has fueled me from bayou to business. So, on this journey with me, you're going to hear me share, you're going to hear me laugh. You're going to hear me get it really right. You're going to hear me get it really crazy wrong, but wrong through my wrong lens. You're going to watch me evolve into the voice of influence that I'm intended to be. And I say that very humbly. You'll watch me evolve because you're going to evolve with me. And I'm hoping that as a movement, we are re-energizing our voice. We are re-energizing our flow. We're re-energizing our confidence. And we are proving to ourselves that even in our imperfection, we have so much to offer, so much to give, and service at the base of it. You're going to hear me talk a lot about my faith. You're going to hear me talk about my family. You're going to hear me talk about my focus. And so that's what we're going to start doing. For every single podcast episode, I'm going to tell you a little bit of a lesson learned, a story, a journey, something, whatever hits my heart. But then I'm going to also stop, pause, and give you a little bit about my faith, a little bit about my focus, a little bit about my family. And that's going to be the format. You can follow me on Instagram, ProvenNotPerfect. You can follow me on Clubhouse at Shontra Powell. You can follow me on Twitter at Shontra Powell. You can hit me up on all three of those. Also, if you're on Clubhouse, at Shontra Powell. I look forward to continuing this journey with you. I hope that this has given you a little bit more of a sneak peek into this melanin girl. And on that note, we're going to go out. Peace. Have a wonderful day. Proving that your imperfections will never slow you down. When you're fearless, you're on a quest for learning, and you're holding yourself accountable. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Proven Not Perfect.